Guys, welcome to another episode of the Splinter Zone. This is starting to become a respectable series here. A lot of episodes. It's been a little bit since I did my last video. Sorry guys, I only got so much me time. I've talked about it before, how much I work. And my free time I kind of have to spread around. So, I think the last episode we found and destroyed like a serious mob that we were hearing right here. A lot of water and zombie sounds. Dug a hole, try to find it, dug a hole, tracked it all the way up to the top of the mountain where we fought a mob in the last episode. I don't know, there must have been like 17 or something like that. There must have been just a bunch of drowned zombies down there. So, but right now, kind of forget what we talked about. Ooh, that's what I'm looking for. So we make sure there's nothing, no creepers gonna sneak up on me here. We also spawned these trees in, kind of give you guys an idea of what I have planned for this wall. Try to get a better view here if I can. The sugar cane's kind of in the way, but I'll have random bushes, maybe kind of like clouds over the top of these trees, and then behind the bushes I'll have glowstone, just like that. And at night that should look pretty good, I think. So right now we're just gonna use all this andesite that I have. Oh, don't fall off. Come on, find your line. Okay, so I'll need a bit more dirt, but let's go ahead and go around the side here. We're going to start making this wall the kind of uniform height. So we'll just start building the wall up. We'll just track back and forth across. That is the plan anyway. I don't know if you guys saw or not, but Julie, One Shot Girl, made a channel for Minecraft specific on YouTube. If you don't know about it, her and Stat are doing a hardcore survival. And if you don't know what hardcore survival is, it's one death. You don't get respawns. I don't think there's many of those servers left, or at least I don't really have access to them. In other words, the settings that I have for this game don't include hardcore survival, which a spider and a skeleton down there. Well, isn't that great? You guys just go away. Just, yeah, go the other direction. Not sure if you can get all the way up or not, but we don't want you to. So, I'm curious. What your guys' who's your, if you had to pick a favorite streamer, boy, I'm gonna need a lot more andesite. Like, give me like your top 5, or if you don't watch 5 streamers, just, I'm curious. And I know some of you probably, if it's related to business, it's probably not a good idea to be telling people who your favorite streamer is. They might take offense, especially if you have a job that works with streamers. So you guys are exempt from this question, but just curious who you guys watch. Oh no, that's a phantom. Okay, nope, I gotta come back. I'm out. That was a phantom coming after me, so I guess I haven't slept in a little while. But for me, I really enjoy watching Shot Girl Julie. One Shot Girl Julie, Indigo Die. I've been getting kind of burned out on first-person shooters for a little while. So I've kind of been not watching some of my favorite streamers that stream first-person shooters. I just burned out of them. It's not I got nothing against those games. It's just, I like to watch. I'm big on variety. Variety of games right now. So there's a guy called Captain Shack, who, when he plays Space Engineers, I really like that game. It's kind of like Mine. If you don't know about it, it's like Minecraft, like 20.0. Well, I'm gonna need quite a few more. Okay. Well, we have our game plan. We have our mission. Co-Carnage on Twitch. It's like COHH Carnage, one word. He's a true variety streamer. Literally, that's like his main deal is he plays one game until it's done, and then he'll go on to the next one. But they're not always first-person shooters, but they can be. So right now I watch him when he's not doing first-person shooters. Or third-person shooters. You know, like Fortnite. I'm a little burned out on Fortnite. It's been years since I've been watching it. So I got burned out on PUBG a little sooner than Fortnite, because Fortnite kind of keeps it fresh. Like, they really do a good job of keeping things new, and kind of they prolonged my my wanting to bail on the Fortnite game. So with Fortnite, I'm pretty much just gonna watch one streamer stream it, and I've got to pick one. And of course, it's gonna be Julie when I watch it. Minecraft, I have to, like, I just can't watch anyone play Minecraft. They've got to be a certain personality type. And not me. I couldn't watch. I don't think I could watch myself. I know, how sad is that? Actually, I do watch myself. I appreciate you guys that do watch these videos. So if you guys don't know, this is the stuff I'm looking for. This andesite, this stone-looking gray stuff with the wavy lines in it, like just regular granite. It's got just kind of straight lines, and the dorite or andesite's kind of more wavy-ish, or diagonal. Not wavy, but the lines kind of go in a diagonal instead of a horizontal. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is the stuff I want right here. An update. I am probably pretty soon gonna bring you guys in on what I'm doing over in Indies realm. It's I'm building a castle over there. I've built a castle before, but this is different. This one's going to be a little bit more gothic, I think. It's going to have more of a gothic feel to it, I think. Like I have this kind of vision in my head um of what I want. And you guys will see it. You guys will see it soon. This one. All right. Yeah. So if I feel a little groggy, it's because I am. I worked a long, long day today. Crazy long. So it's a little tired right now. That's gravel. So gravel produces flint. You can mine up that gravel, take it home, and then you can place the gravel back down and remine it up. Basically, it's like an infinite flint source. It's random. I mean, you can go like 20, 30, 20 or 30 blocks and literally not get any. Um, uh, this way, this way. Or you can get it like, or you can, um, or you can get like a whole bunch at once. It's weird. Just random. Just good old randomness. That goes up quite a ways. Wow. Okay, I think I'm at the top of it, I think. I think that looks like it's all just stone up there now. I tweeted out a saying today. I'm definitely not the first one to think of the saying, but maybe in my own way I am. But you know that feeling you get when you think about some things, you just get a little bit of joy that spreads through you, whatever it is. It could be waking up in the morning where you know you don't have to go to work or you don't have to do anything. You can just sit there and maybe somebody, brought you like breakfast in bed one day, or whatever it is, just an event that happened that you just get, joy from thinking about it. If you're ever wondering, like, how can I be joyful on a day like today, or if you got just a whole bunch going on in your life that is just overwhelming, just think about those days. Think about that event, right? Nurture that event, like, feed it. Think about it, and just just keep thinking about that one thing until your bad mood kind of just goes away, or your depressed mood goes away. Just don't give up on that feeling. Just keep thinking about that feeling. Keep thinking about that event, whatever it is. Say you got chronic depression, but you remember something from your childhood that brings you joy, right? Or some simple event that happened to you during that day. Just anything joyful. The strongest joyful feeling that you can muster up from a cause, like somebody smiled at you, and it's got to be a feeling, guys. It's got to be, ladies and gentlemen, it's got to be a feeling. It's got to be a clean joy, right? It can't be like, oh, that girl's hot, or or that man is handsome. It can't be that's not, that's feeding the flesh, and the flesh isn't doesn't last. It's got to be a good, wholesome, clean feeling. Something that feeds the spirit, not the flesh. It's got to be something about, something good. Not saying that, your boyfriend or girlfriend isn't a good feeling, but it's not, but that feeds the body. And what I'm talking about is feeding the spirit. To really let your spirit breathe, to really give it some air and exercise its wings. Today I saw a double-ended rainbow, and the feeling I got from looking at that was, feeling of prosperity, feeling of, in the Bible it talks about the rainbow, and basically it's God's covenant with us that he will never again destroy the earth with a flood. He gave us the rainbow as a sign of that promise. So with that, non-destructive, he will never again destroy the earth in that way. But to me, that was a good, wholesome, clean feeling. Just that I got from seeing that rainbow. It was just a perfect. It just went, and I went underneath it. It was on the left and right of me, which was just it was just a beautiful sight, and it brought me just an amazing peace and a joy. So for me, you know, that is the feeling that I will use next time I get, a little depressed or a little downhearted. Oh, I'm a little hungry. And it can be as simple, like, you look at animals or whatever it is that feeds your spirit with joy. That right there can help you break any depressive state that you're in for environmental depression. Chemical depression, it might be a little trickier figuring out what's causing it and all that. But for environmental circumstances, if you're just kind of feeling bad, then that's what I'd recommend. Just find a joyful thing and just hang on to it. You've got those depressive kind of feelings. That won't necessarily go away. So I hope you find that helpful, as far as beating environmental depression. Just try to find that joyful thought and just hang on to it, feed it, think about it, feed that thing, feed that thought. Help you bring your spirit alive. Yes, I am harvesting dirt from down here. I will use it up top to backfill that wall. Again, it's got to be something that is not like mortality principle. It's something that's got to be linked to the spirit, not the flesh. So if you want to feed your spirit, it's not like, oh, that girl was hot, she's smoking, right? It can't be that or that man is smoking hot, right? Whatever. It can't be that, because that feeds like your carnal nature, and that isn't the spirit. That is not the spirit. You're trying to break depression from environmental. It's not the spirit. It's not the carnal. It's not. That won't do it. That's like momentary gratification, not permanent. But like anything you feed, it gets stronger the more you feed it. So if you feed your spirit often this way, you'll find it's harder. Like say, it took me, say I'm really depressed, like just so much pain and misery in my life. It's thinking about a good thought. It might take me an hour of just focusing, trying to wrangle my brain back to that good thought, and then then your mind will stray a little bit and have to wrangle your thoughts back to the good way of thinking, or the good thoughts. And then the next time, it might take, instead of an hour, it might take 59 minutes, or half an hour. And each time you exercise that, it'll take less and less, based on the severity of depression. So it's all about feeding that muscle, getting it stronger. There was an old saying about feeding there's two wolves. One's an evil wolf and one's a good wolf. Well, in that person, each of us has an evil wolf and a good wolf that ride along with us. So in that, so you ask yourself, which one survives, which one lives? Well, the one you feed the most. Okay, looking good down here. Can't remember if I got all of that. I think I did. Nerch. You got people all over the planet, self-help groups, and that often the trouble is with some of those groups is often they get to focusing in, picking apart a problem, when that's really the last thing you need. Often all you got to do is identify it as an issue, understand it's an issue, and then try to reroute your thoughts, you know, along a different path. So the problem with focusing on a problem, on a depression state, is if you think about it, you're going to be focused in on it, right? It's really just going to make the problem just worse. You know, getting to the bottom of an issue like that really should be left for actual, psychologists. You know, not left to the self-help groups or people that write books that don't have a degree, because there's really a lot to, because those guys that are psychologists, they understand what I'm talking about. Like, if you focus on a problem too much, it's counterproductive. I went to a while back. I did a lot with the fire department, and there were some things in there that I needed to talk to there's some things that happened, because we go to some pretty crazy, we see some pretty crazy stuffs in the fire department. I was an EMT. Oh, hello. And the lady was just pretty much a therapist, and all I really felt like I got from that was really just a listener, and that's all she really did was listen, which is fine. But I felt in the end, I felt like I could have gotten the same amount of care instead of the department having to pay her. I could have got the same amount of care from just a friend willing to listen. I understand the benefit of having a stranger listen, right? They're and the confidentiality laws. I'm not sure if they're the same, but you can kind of trust a therapist to keep things, semi-private at least, and the fact that they're a stranger, and once things are done, you probably won't talk to this person again. Like, they won't become friends. Or at least I hope they won't. Oops. Hello. Hey. Wow. I found an underwater lake. You can see the water dripping from the ceiling. Like these little drips. Right there. That means one block up. If it's blue, it's water. If it's green, it is a slime block that's bouncing around in the water. Yes, that is a thing. If it's like orange, it's lava. So we're going to dig down here first. I don't want to release the flood. Release the Kraken. See, like, yeah, just one up from there. This is all water above me. I've come for your dirt. Give me your dirt. More diamonds. See, on these coal veins down this low, I find diamonds near coal just as much as I find diamonds near lava. This is what I was talking about. And in real life, you'll, compress coal and all that down to this. It's pretty much what a diamond is. Coal is pretty much just peat, which is plant matter, just carbon, any carbon based. All right, let's go up and see what we got here. Oh dear. Well, I don't need yeah, figures. Picked up the wrong thing. If I might make a request from people watching videos, if you like the video,